the world quest rep blew my mind. I did my world quest yesterday. I was like, what the? Where are all my numbers going up so fast?
Happy boy. The World Quest event. Now, normally this is the sort of thing that you're just like, oh, who cares? But it's different. So yes, the weekly event does increase all rep gains by a whopping 50%.
Which is actually a lot. Like,
it's pretty sweet. But also, there's a weekly quest. Do 10 world quests. You'll get 2,000 rep with a faction of your choice, which is a whole, level of renown. Probably best to use that with the Tuskar or something, because they are a wee bit slower. Although maybe the ice fishing hand-in weekly thing will change that.
The Tuskar have definitely been a little bit faster with the with the increase in rep from the community feast, and also the increase in rep from the fish stuff. It's like the fishing hole stuff. It's definitely a little bit better than it was. But still, like, you're probably still behind, so you might want to use it to catch up. Or whatever one you want first, because it doesn't matter when you finish them. Unless you're being, well, okay. If you're turbo sweaty enough to want the spark of ingenuity from the finishing it, you're probably already finished it. Where that fun part of the expansion, where it's like people who want to basically blow themselves into pieces playing the game are getting close to being finished with that largely. Because obviously, like Mythic Raiders will take another while, but like their time to do all of the existing stuff is done now. So
I saw someone
just into like, I was gonna say free fall. That's not it. We're into a nice like glide now.
Yeah. Like for like at least my schedule, this is such a great expansion. I've so much to do. Like my renown levels are not particularly massive, but I've just been glowing about my overall time. Well, the next thing then, World Boss loot is 395. It was 389. So
is it? I wouldn't know. I'll see it. I have this ongoing thing where I don't think I've gotten World Boss loot that's relevant since BFA.
Yeah,
honestly.
I got a 395 neck on my main.
Yeah, fuck you.
Not that it would have been particularly useful. I mean, it would have been a 6 eye level upgrade because you have the Rathian one.
Yep.
I did get my Rathian cloak though, and the cool, the Sibelian ensemble. I had enough rep to get that too. It was all pretty cool. Nice. That was a nicely paced rep grind, because whenever you told me it was a nicely paced rep grind, I hadn't done it yet. I didn't do it all at once. I did wait, like a few weeks, and because of the really massive weekly injections,
you get so much.
It just feels really well balanced. And then you do a few of those bonus events, and you actually really feel the bar going up. Because I'm not a player who's big for the grind, and I actually found that grind really worked. It was well paced. I think now I don't know if this is the case, but have they loosened up mob tagging rules? Because the first week when I was doing stuff, that shit was just everything was grey.
I think it's just because there's less people doing it now, because there's
times when there was loads of motherfuckers. But loads of solo motherfuckers rather than people in groups, perhaps.
Yeah, that's it. Because
but like there'd be like 8 people solo, and I would never have a grey.
Interesting. No, because it is like it's still 5 for non-rares.
Maybe that's because I was taking the role of going around spreading, like pulling things into the group.
Oh yeah. That's because you'll hit them early.
So maybe it was that. Who knows?
I know one of the things is when there's lots of people doing it in groups, you do get frustrated because you see one person hit a mob and it goes grey. You're like, wait, what? But they're in a group of 5 and they've tagged everyone. And you're like, fuck. I haven't really noticed the difference. But then I haven't. Well, I did my City and Citadel stuff for Sibelian because I maxed out Rathian last week. I was just like, I got like a full rep level. That was pretty nice. Dig anything for it? Not that I know, because I didn't check the quartermaster. I'm not a clothy, but yeah, that's good.
Other things. Quest caps 35.
Yeah.
That's definitely needed for this expansion.
Especially now, for like, of course there's loads of quests in the expansion, but they've also been using quests a lot more for small things. Like, I handed in, I think I handed in the world quest, like 10 world quests, and then I handed in aiding the Accord. And then that gave me like 2 more quests that were just follow-up quests that sit in my bag going, all right, go next time you're, over by the Skyrap, pick up the thing. And I'm like, okay, but that's like a quest in my log. So I can see why people will get really actually frustrated about the 25 limit. Even though I'm nowhere near that, I could see how you could get there, Dragonflight, because they just use so many more quests. Which, I mean, it's way better than the old way of not telling anyone where anything is and then be like, where's all my content? Oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Works like.
Yeah, like at least XIV has the blue quests that are saying, here's a feature or an unlock, which was useful for players.
Yeah.
Next thing, a Skyrap from fish hand-in. So Blizzard hotfixed in a change that will now allow you to get a lot of rep by turning in fish. There are two areas for this. The river mouth fishing hole between Waking Shores and Thaldraszus, the ice fishing hole in the northern region of Azure Span.
Which you need to unlock at a certain renown level.
200 Tuskar rep for the first turn-in of Isle-fin Dorado. 100 rep for the first turn-in of each other type of fish.
Daily, I think, is it?
I believe so. And then 5 turn-ins for all subsequent. 5 for all subsequent. These, I believe, also do give a small amount of reputation, like 1,000. And I saw a video of some guy leveling via fish turn-ins.
XP, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, XP. Just leveling in like 30 minutes of turning in fish, which was probably quite expensive.
Yeah.
But thinking about WoW token, what?
Oh, Jesus.
What would be the cheaper way? Like just buy fish? Token fish?
Probably, yeah.
I wonder. I'm not saying that like it's some sort of concerted scheme, by the way. Okay. Rounding things off, we've got 50% XP buff all the way up to level 80, which is on from now through January 16th in Wrath Classic.
Spend Christmas in Northrend.
Yeah.
Very good.